今天我要跟你们说，我的 A 起4卖掉了。So dramatic. So I was gonna sell the Sony FX30, but I ended up selling the Sony A7IV. Now, that camera was the perfect camera for me because it's full frame, hybrid, 10-bit, good in video, good in photo, and it was kind of like hard to let go, but I found another creative who will take care of it and will put it in good use. Now, the first reason, and kind of a speculation, I don't know anything about Sony releases. I'm like you guys, I go to Sony Alpha Rumors or Reddit or the internet, see if there's any leaks. And what got me super excited and what wanted me to sell the A7IV was the release of the A7C Mark II, and that would be the perfect hybrid camera for me because it shaves off a few weight and it's probably got the new Sony features. And it's the reason why I didn't go for the Sony ZV-E1. That looked like a really good option, but given that the overheating issues and all that stuff, like maybe that doesn't matter to me. But if I'm recording talking heads outside and it's like directly under the sun at 4K 24, I don't think it's going to be a good camera for me. Now, the Sony A7IV never really did overheat. It only did it when I was shooting 4K 60 throughout the whole day and it was a sunny day. I was in and out of the sun and it overheated once, but that was it. So I'm thinking if the Sony A7C II is literally the A7IV in a smaller body, hopefully it's a new type of body, I would assume that it would be similar performance, or it could heat up more because it would have the new AI processor, I think, but I don't know, just speculations. I have no clue if it's gonna come out, but I'm getting prepared for it. That's why I wanted the funds, so that once that launch comes, I'm gonna hit that order button, pre-order, whatever it is. Same thing that I did with the Sony A6700. Now, I think it's gonna come tomorrow, the time of recording. It's August 2nd now. It's gonna come tomorrow, August 3rd. And the camera store said that they're gonna email me or call me when the unit is ready picked up. So I'm excited for that as well. The second reason why I sold the A7IV and kept the FX30 is that I love the body style on these. The FX3 is there and I don't think I can ever let go of this camera unless it breaks. But to me, the FX30, FX3 body is just the perfect body style for me that doesn't need to go on to the FX6 body. It's just small, compact, you can build it out. It still is rugged, cageless design, even though I have a cage here. But it's just like a boxier design compared to the Sony A7S III. I was actually gonna get that camera first, but at the time when I was shopping for a new camera, upgrading from the Sony A7 III, I didn't find any stock of the A7S III because that time was COVID, during COVID, or the start of COVID, I can't remember. But my local camera store had an FX3 just come in the next day, so I picked that up. I never really used the XLR input until recently because I started caring about audio more. I'm gonna keep the FX30 for a bit because I'm actually putting this to work with my small team here, and that it just is perfect for the production needs. And I know the camera inside out, the team knows the camera inside out, and they've been shooting really good product videos with this, and that I can easily match it with the FX3, and hopefully it matches well with the Sony A6700 because it shares the same sensor. And again, I'm super excited for that. Hopefully I do get my hands on it tomorrow and start comparing, doing the tests between these two. I buy these cameras with my own money, and that I wait like you guys on actual ship dates or actual launch dates before I even know anything about new Sony cameras. But anyways, so I'm really excited. I think the FX30 is a very, very capable camera. It's good for beginners turning into professionals as well. It's a really good step up. And I think with the release of the A6700, more people, not necessarily professionals who do paid gigs, would get onto the A6700. It has an EVF and that it has the same sensor as the Sony FX30. So that's going to be another popular camera, I think, because it revives the A6000 line. But overall, I do miss my A7IV because it's full frame. You can use Super 35 mode, crop mode, APS-C mode, and it's just a very versatile camera. I love the A7C, so the new Mark II will be even better, and that it will be a complete replacement for my A7IV. The A6700 won't be a complete replacement for me, but I want to test it out when travels because you're going to have smaller lenses, you're going to have a lighter body, but still have a really good capability in terms of hybrid shooting. And I know some people want me to compare the A6700 with the A7IV. I have a few friends that have the A7IV, so I'm just going to borrow it from them or rent it out if it's not available to borrow. So it's easy peasy. So far, I think full frame versus APS-C, they still both have a place for everyone. Because for full frame, it might be another application, and then for APS-C, it might be wildlife, it might be motorsports, it might be macro that you need that extra reach. There's a lot of use for APS-C cameras, and there's a lot of use for full frame cameras. It's not like which one is the better sensor, it should be which one is best for your workflow. My next few travels, I'm going to Korea, going to Japan again, 2 times actually. And yeah, I'm currently in Canada, so I'm just doing a little bit of client work, but going back to Taiwan to kind of situate myself again there and do a little bit more traveling. So I'm very excited. I've been just pushing client work for a whole month now, and it's the stuff that you don't see on the YouTube channel because there are just product manufacturing videos and they're just corporate videos. Very simple, very plain, very boring. A lot of internal stuff. So that's why I just showcase the cooler stuff on here. And that's it. I just wanted to quickly talk about why I sold my A7IV and future plans of buying new camera gear. I'm always excited and getting the perfect setup. And let's wait, maybe September or October, they'll have an announcement.